sacks. Good.
So, welcome back to episode number 8 on CRUISEMENT podcast. Yay! I am your host, one of your hosts, Ade T. Ladende.
It's no other person but Queen V. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. It's free. Because sometimes when people hear subscribe, they think you have to pay. No, it's free. And please follow us on Instagram, CRUISEMENT Podcast. YouTube is also CRUISEMENT Podcast. Like, share, comment. Tell us what you want. Any topic you want us to discuss, please put it there and we'll discuss it.
And here is your girl, Debbie, always in the house. Thank you very much for watching out for your girl. Again, please subscribe to CRUISEMENT Podcast. Share our videos. Comment so we know where we are doing good and where we are doing wrong so we can improve on this. Most importantly, we need sponsors so that we can be able to keep on with this show. Don't forget to follow us on our Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, also Instagram. We offer entertainment full of cruise and gossip. Watch out.
When there's gossip, I don't use my real face to gossip. I'm not a gossiper. I'm a good girl.
Yes. Okay, guys. So, episode number 8, we're going to be discussing multiple topics like always. But the first one would be, can you date your friend's ex?
Can you date your friend's ex?
Yes.
That's a dicey one. And at the same time, you want to please your friend, right? By not dating his ex. Well, I would say I cannot date my friend's ex. Because literally, when looking at it from the surface, it will be as if your eye did the man body before.
Yes, exactly.
So, and then that is not a good impression. And dating your friend's ex, at the same time, maybe your friend has, if you look at it the other way round, maybe your friend is the bad person that has done bad. You have been seeing the incident, what has been going on. You have pity for this guy, empathy and all that. And then you just take a phone and always tell him, it's okay, don't worry, you'll find somebody better that will treat you well. You are a good man. And my friend is the bad person, if the friend is the bad person, right? So that way, like I always say, you never can tell when two people are in a room. Something can lead to something. And then when something leads to something, don't forget that you cannot fight. There's no way you can fight a strong emotion. And then when you try to fight emotion and you cannot fight it and you later say, oh, let the world talk. Yeah, it can happen. So I will always say never. I can tell you today now that, oh, my friend's ex, I cannot. But what led to that? It's either two ways. Either your eye did the man body, or genuinely something led to something. So me, I cannot say I cannot date or I can date. If I find myself in any situation, I will do. I can never say never. If the man is somebody that is good and my friend is not the good one. Yeah, of course, everybody likes better thing now. If the man is really a good man, yes, let's face the fact. If the man is a good man and my friend treated him bad, and I know if I get there, my life go change. Omo, I go friend.
Anyway, currently, all the friends I have, I don't think there's any of their man I'm interested in or I think I will be interested in to date. So for me, it's a no. I can't date my friend's ex. No, I can't.
What if it's a scenario like it's maybe you guys were younger and it's been like 5-10 years, you happen to start dating this guy knowing well that
He dated
your friend like in the past. Your friend is now married with children, and
that's a different situation. Maybe if it was like 10 years ago and maybe nature has a way of bringing us together and we're together. Maybe we're actually meant to be together. That's why we came together. And if then at that point, if he's worth me dating, if If he's a dogon, I understand. He has everything. And he's want me dating. On that note, I won't be thinking, that's over 10 years.
Yeah, the simple truth is if the guy is worth it, just like you said,
If he's worth it.
like you see, we all are women, eh? We see even our friends, guys, we envy if the guy is rich, handsome, good mannered, right? We always wish to have such men in our lives. But in a situation where like I said, if the woman is the one that go, then and they separated and then along the line something begin to happen, yeah, that I can do. And if it's a long time thing, say after a while we met somewhere, that one is very easy. After a while we met somewhere, we can always start a relationship because that's a long time thing, right? And that's most importantly if the man fits all the criteria.
But if that is the case, would you, if you're still communicating with your friend, you might not be like best of friends, but you still communicate. Would you ask her permission?
Yeah, she can still be best of friends,
No,
of
I
course.
don't
My
need her
friends,
permission.
but sometimes my friends can be friends of 20 years when I got to know them, 10 years, childhood friend. But if such a situation happens, trust me, I will tell my friend that, okay, let me put it two ways. Maybe initially when they first separated, they got divorced, blah, 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 and they went and something happened. I will tell my friend, now you see better thing when you lose Amu. Now this guy don't they date me, now once. Me, I would say it. And if she decides to if she tells me, Debbie, no go for him, I will be angry. Then if it is like I will say again and again, myself comes. I used to do that before. I used to please people to displease myself, but these days I don't do it anymore. That's the truth. I used to displease myself a lot, but these days I don't displease myself. I just do everything that makes me happy. So if this man makes me happy and I will tell my friend. And I tell my friend and she says, oh, husband snatcher and conquer and all those stuff, then it's okay. She's my friend. We'll still continue to be friends on a platonic ground. If she still wants the friendship, good, fine. If she still wants it, anyhow she wants it. But what I will still say again, my happiness comes first.
Okay, let me put it this way. For me, I know myself. If my friend were to date my ex, I won't be upset. I won't be sad. Especially if I know my friend is a good person, because also I want my ex to have a good person. I have children that will go and visit him. So I want my children to be in good hands when they go to visit my ex. So if my friend were to date my ex, I won't feel anyway. But I don't know how that friend would take it if I were to be the one to date.
Yeah, exactly.
So on that note, if I find that it's a friend that will not take it lightly, and I really want this person, like Auntie Debbie said, I come first, I will go with the man, but I will cut off friendship with my friend. At that point, we're no more friends.
Interesting.
That's it. So because like you see, these things, emotional things, man, you don't judge. You can never say that on an emotional case. No, please. The mind, the heart. How do they say? They say it somehow. The heart says something else. Your head says something else. So those two, they don't work together.
What does it go? The mind wants something, and else
the,
the mind or the heart. Okay, interesting. So, can you or do you believe that you can love two people at the same time?
Loving two people at the same time, it's not possible. As a woman, a man can love two women at the same time. But from my experience, a woman cannot. I don't know about that. For me, let me talk about myself. I cannot love two men at the same time. Never. That's why when I date a man, I just date that man at a stretch. I can date a man for 10 years, except that man is depriving me of sex. That's when I can have by road, by the corner sex. But if I still love a man, I love a man. I don't think, because if I go for another man as in real relationship, then that first one is gone, especially when that first one does something to, like, when we say a relationship starts on a very sweet ground, a very good ground, you are loving it, you want to see him tell you good night. Even if you are together, you want to just see his face, you want to hear his voice. But at a point, you start to feel tired of this. Then know that the love is gone. Trust me, you can't force it. You can't force it. Then that way, You will meet another man, and that's why people say you are loving two men at the same time. But still, I don't think it's loving two men.
Exactly.
I don't think it's loving two men. You can only, as a woman, you can only love a man at a time. Yeah.
So I agree with Auntie Debbie. You can't love two men at the same time. And then if you're like me, and like Auntie Debbie said, she used to think about others first. If you're like me, I also think about others first. I pity. For a very long time, I was supposed to walk out of my marriage, but I was pitying my ex. So imagine you now find me with somebody else that I'm in love with. You'll be like, I'm loving two men at the same time. No. At a time, one is I don't know if that there's a word for it, but when you sympathize, you just feel, especially when you, like, a lot of women have a relationship where, okay, they are in that relationship out of pity, yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, but no, I don't think. But these topics we're doing today, it will be different for a man. When you ask the question, can you date your friend's ex? A lot of men can. So it's different for men. I think men would have been in the best position, because have you noticed that once a man dies and they were friends, immediately it's his friend that marries his wife. Have you noticed that once a woman leaves somebody, it's the friend that
start toasting the woman.
Exactly.
It's the men.
It's easy for them.
Then this
even the one we are talking about, can a man love two? Can a person love two? Whatever, how you put it. The Muslim, they said, if you can love 10 wives or 5 wives at the same time, then you are free to marry them. So that means it's only the man that can love and love and love. If that is true, because I'm not in their mind, men can be deceptive. Sorry to say.
Yeah. I guess also the definition of what one would consider as love, because as a woman now, if man A is giving her financial assistance, she definitely will love this man. And then if man B is giving her sexual satisfaction, she would also love this man. So then I guess it's still love, but on different levels, wouldn't you say?
I can't love a man because for sexual satisfaction. Because see, I can love my man, but he may not be good in bed. I will love the way he talks, the way he smells, his company and everything. Sex is not everything.
It's just the climax.
Yeah, because sex is just the extra in a relationship. But if a man is there to give you all you want, makes you happy, have you ever seen that? Just seeing a man, you just want to hear a voice. Say, I know the sexual part of it is, you remember, he's very good in bed, and then, or maybe a guy is good in bed, but he doesn't speak good English. He doesn't dress nice. He's embarrassing you everywhere you guys go. So, what kind of love is that? That's not love. A love, you see two people in love. When you see two people, you know these two people are in love. But it's not written on their body that they used to have good sex. But it's all written all over that the love sparkles in their eye. So we don't know if the sex is good. But all I'm saying is that I can't put love first because of the sex. That's for me. Yeah, that's why I say, okay, this is a modern world. Maybe if the guy is not good in sex, will not make me. It will even make me. If the guy is good, it makes you happy, and then the sex is not good. Somehow you go outside. Somehow.
Some people will just be in that relationship just because of the sex.
Yeah, okay, babe. I want to say because I love sex. Let me say, for example, because I don't love sex, so because I'm not sex freak. Yeah, that's why when people see me, they think I'm a lesbian. Like, oh, you this girl, we don't see you with a man. Who is your boyfriend? I'm not sex freak, right? But people that choose sex as their criteria for love, that's not me. What if the man is good and we are outside, you are not presentable? I'm not. Me, I like to cling to my man very well. Outside, laugh, play, and let the world know that this is my man. So, but if you are only good in bed and outside, I cannot tell my friends, say, meet my boyfriend. I cannot do that. So that's why I always, if I will present a man to you guys tomorrow or anybody, the man must be presentable. Sex or no sex, but just present to make me happy. Good sense of humor man. A man that is like me. Then I will fall in love, not minding the sex parts. Yeah.
Well, money can be a big part for me, though. To be honest.
So you can have someone that supporting you financially, and then have someone else who is
I
doing
won't have
everything
two.
else?
I won't have two, but I'm just maybe retrace the question. Say the question again.
Like the question now is like, can you fall in love with two
Like,
men at
like
the same
basically
time?
having two men for like at a
Yeah.
go in a relationship, two men at a go. Whether one is giving you the money and all the love you need, and one is good in bed, like that.
Or one,
That's the
or one, yeah, or one. No. The first one was like dating the ex. And
Oh
whatever.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So it's like, if this one is giving you financial support because that is big for you, and another one is not giving you everything. No, because a man can be financially supportive and morally, emotionally is not there.
Yeah.
So do you think, or have you ever found yourself in this position where you're in love with a man because it's always been there for you financially, especially maybe from when you were young or you're from a humble beginnings, and this guy has really been supportive, but then you end up also falling in love with someone else that maybe was a friend and you guys spend time together and you start catching feelings.
I'd rather stay with the person that is a friend that catches feelings than somebody that just gives me money.
Yeah,
I like
that's
money.
still what I
I love my man to give me money. I love it a lot. But I also want those.
Yeah, but do you think that you can be in love with both of them at the same time?
No, it's not possible to be in love at the same time. And if a woman loves a man and the man does not have the money that thinks a man can give to her,
Yeah.
and she's a strong woman, why not? She can make her money. She doesn't have to depend on the man to give her money. She can choose anybody. Basically, the bottom line is, can you date two men, one for the sex, one for the money? I cannot.
Period.
I cannot.
I can't.
But we do know a lot of these ladies out here do it,
Yeah,
especially
a lot
the
of
ones that
people.
are married, and then they
Even
now
the
go
married
out
ones, they
of
do
their
it,
marriage
yeah.
to date other men.
And see, let me tell you, generally, even me as old as I am, I'll go to parties, I'll see men that will still toast me.
Yes.
They toast. People will talk, you will toast. You might want to go for dinner, doesn't mean you want to have sex with the person. But having a relationship, except if your relationship is not tight, except if your relationship is a secret relationship, then you can have two men. Some women, they have 10, 5, 20. Depends on how you like to live your life. Me, I'm not one person that can put two men on this phone and be chatting. I can do it. I can chat with one, but I'm not trying to be sent here. No, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be sent here. I can have a man here in this city and have a man in another country.
Yeah.
So I'm not married. I'm not a saint. So, but what I'm saying is, it's really uncomfortable to have just men that you really have affection for to be more than two at the most, But except you want to have a one night stand, just do your thing, one night stand, and tell the person bye bye. Don't have the person's number going your phone. It's a bye bye thing. Yeah, so two relationship at a time, I don't think it's a good one. Yeah.
But do we advise that when young ladies are dating, that they should date multiple, or they should just date one at a time if they're looking for, of course, their partner that they want to spend the rest of their life
One
with?
at a time would be good.
One at a time is advisable to any lady, but sometimes most ladies don't even do one at a time. They don't even do two at a time. The lazy ones do to get money. So they just have them change number. How do they write their name? Mugu 1, Mugu 2. Those are for those ladies. And they are young, right? They are just starting
It
life.
doesn't happen here in Canada.
It does. A lot of them now.
I'm sure it does.
I know we see it now. Young girls, yeah, they do. The young girls do, but I still
Just
feel
not
they
as
are young.
rampant as,
Yeah,
back
I still
home.
feel they are young. So it's okay for them. It's okay for...
But then at that point, they're not looking for a soulmate. They're just having fun.
Yeah, at that point,
Right.
they're just
So
having
for those
fun.
who are actually looking for soulmate, serious relationship, would you advise them to date, get
For-
to know
for a
multiple
serious
people,
relationship,
or
I would
just
tell
stick to
anybody
one?
that is really, really, really wants to settle down to just stick to one. Date that person for 4, 5, 6 months is enough for you to know if that person is worth your time, and then grow it. Don't let me. When I got married, first I dated the man, saw that this man is worth to be my husband, and then I now give in my best for him to see me to worth to be his own wife. So that it's vice versa. So as a young girl that is dating, yes, date if you want to date and see which of these men
But
is
when
good
you
for
say
marriage.
date, doesn't mean you're sleeping with them.
You have to be sleeping with them now. They are young people, but at the same time, sleep. Even when we were doing relationship those days, it's not be one man to one woman. And now world don't spoil now. Those days you date a man, like really dedicate your time for the man to really know that. But now the girl go as one they go, you go just say, oh, the second one, where you day? This things have really changed. Things have changed. But I would not advise any lady to.
I still carry that old school way of one at a time.
It's one at a time, actually. For me, it's one at a time. And then if there is anybody by the corner, and I still place
somebody's always at the corner.
Somebody's always
at the corner.
But do you know that?
Somebody is always at the corner, but not love.
Auntie Debbie,
no man can take my love.
When somebody is always at the corner, it distracts you. It distracts you as a woman because, in fact, something that you will say sorry for, you won't say sorry but when I have somebody
on the corner.
But that's why we cannot. If somebody is at the corner and you say, should in case this one fall off, you go. It's difficult. So I don't know how you say. If you are dating a person, that's why I say a woman cannot fall in love with two men. That one that is at the corner is maybe this one don't finally fall before you can't try to love this one like this first one. Anybody when he dey corner now chop and go for me now chop and go be corner on.
Because anytime when you and this one argue,
except
the
other one, except ex when you never quarrel with. I think we talked about it here because I always have my ex everywhere. They are not my enemies. You understand? So maybe I'm dating one person here now in Toronto, and then we eventually fall back again. At this point, I never see anybody that fits into that category of my boyfriend. So I can always talk to all my ex, normal, play normal. But one day, like I said, I will meet my exes them again. One of my exes, maybe, of course, they are married. So maybe I can't meet one of my exes again. I can't say when I don't reach the age of marriage, say I don't come reach the age when I won't marry, because the age when I won't marry now from 55, 60 years, now I won't marry. So I'm telling everybody, because when you reach that age, now I won't marry. So I can eventually see my ex. Of course, I see that love. That's why I say love is strong. No matter you fall in love, you and the person break up. If the real love is there, but not that kind, my husband, who know? My husband, I don't know why. I'm not even thinking of that. But one of my exes, they are all sweet people. Trust me. I can marry any one of them in future when anyone say he wants second wife.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble is looming.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I can marry any one of them.
Trouble is looming.
Anyone that is dating Auntie Debbie's ex.
They all know. They all know. Once I say, I don't reach age of marriage, or anyone when he ready won't marry me. Oh yeah, I'm not ready to be second wife. Sharp.
Hey.
Because I'm that kind of woman. I'm that kind of woman. I'm polygamous in nature for marriage, not for friending. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not the jealous type. No, I'm not the jealous type.
Really?
Yeah.
I find that if you're young and you're looking for someone to take seriously, it's good to, get to know different people. Not to the point that you're sleeping with them.
Exactly, of course.
Date, get to know them, go out on dates, try to hang out.
Well, you can't be dating for like 6 months only without doing anything.
You can, depending on the type of person you are.
Yeah.
Right? So, but let's assume you're even doing 3 months. Let's even break it down to 3 months. You go out on dates, you guys hang out, get to know each other. Then from that, you now pick, okay, this one is the one that I want to see myself going into a long-term
Men will deceive you, my dear.
Yeah.
In that 3 months, men will deceive you. Gone. They will show you their best character.
Yeah,
Men.
but
I am always in the midst of, you will say a best man. You will see this man. Before I be friends with them, I will be seeing this man, this man responsible. Because, in short, the truth is, men are usually my friends. I'm always in the midst of men. So before I start being friends with them, I don't look and say, this one. But when I don't come reach the men, I can't they pity the girls when they date.
Yeah.
Because I will look at the women they date. I'll say, this one would also say this one a better person now. Men, I'm sorry.
Very deceptive
Yeah.
type of creature.
Yeah.
It could
Very
be.
deceptive. So that
Lots
3
of them,
months,
not all, but
even the
lots of
6
them.
months we are talking about, if you don't go in to know their family, their friends, a man will never show you his true color. He will just be deceiving you. You see the man, they will come at the first meeting, they will pose like a good man. They will stay. They are not responsible. Packaging.
Yeah.
When you don't get to know the man later, you say, why? That's why sometimes I'm always happy that I don't date a man at a go.
Yeah, that's why I say it's
I
good
don't
to
date a
be
man at
friends
a go.
with people. It's good to get to know them, get to know their friends. Get to know even people. If you happen to see someone they've dated before, don't hate. Try to be friends because
Yeah.
they might give you some hints that
Some
you need to
hints,
know.
yeah.
Things like that. Don't rush into anything because, like Auntie Debbie said, by the time you rush into it, then you not really see
Yeah,
who they
the
really
kind of
are. Then you
person.
start feeling bad that.
There
But
are many
either way,
nasty
I've always
men out
told
there.
people. I had a friend that she was like, "Oh," I said, "Are you married? Are you dating anybody?" No, because everyone that I meet, they're cheating or they're lying. Or I said, but if you never open yourself up to a relationship, how would you know if this one is not lying to you?
Oh, he's not
Or
cheating.
it's not cheating. It's not everybody,
I can't
but you
stand
have to
liars.
try because relationship is 50-50. It's a
They're
risk.
liars. They
right?
tell you what they are not. That's even the annoying part of it. It's not like I said. I'm not too jealous for relationship. But what I hate a man can. What I hate about men is that initial posing.
Yeah.
I hate it. You come and pose as if you are
So
somebody.
that's the red flag already. A man that brags.
Ah.
Anybody that brags is already a red flag.
Like it pisses me off. Like it puts me off completely. Come out natural. Tell me you have not eaten today. Tell me. Just be yourself. Tell me. Most of the men they do it, and it's maybe that's why I don't have a relationship. I
But
don't.
in Toronto too is like a whole different like
You go
ball
and meet
game.
people, they are just bragging. Why are you bragging? Man, come out and say who you are. So that is a big turn off for me.
And the ones that lie that they're not married, meanwhile you're married.
And
Yeah.
live in the same house. And they'll tell you, oh, they live in the same house, but there's nothing going
Going
on.
on.
Meanwhile, they're very happy.
That is it. They're
Yeah.
living in this, they're in
Yeah.
different rooms. They sleep in different
Yes,
rooms.
they're going through.
And then you now see them in a different space and husband, wife, children, everybody's lovey-dovey and it's like, really? Why though? Tell me the truth.
My
Let
dear,
me
I
make
don't
my
I don't
decision
even
if
need
I
a man
want
to come
date
and
you or
toast me for
not.
me to agree. When I see a man that I like, I will say it again. I will start with friendship with the man, try to know if he's worth it, and then sorry if he's married or not married or fiancé. I am sorry.
Women go, they fear now.
No
let
need to
them
fear.
fear.
Even their man no be my spec. Make them no worry. Their man no be my spec. It's no be say no fit be. When I see my own man, I know where I walk to. I will know that
Problem.
the woman when they follow no be woman when close to me. You get it? Now woman when they far away. So no, you women don't have. I will say it as it is. I'm a 51-year-old woman. I will not be looking for a single boy. Single boy I won't marry. I will look for a divorcee or a widower. And the widower, does the widower meet my spec? I don't know. So that's why I say when I see a man I like, when I walk to the man, I will toast the man myself. Toasting no be say, I like you, come. No. We'll be friends. Take it slow. Get to know the man. Me get to know me. And then it goes. Sorry, if anything happens along the line, it's either two ways. Either I do it a secret one, that is before my marriage, before my 60 years. Or I do it a secret one, and then I will not spoil the home. I will not touch the home. Everybody will be okay. Wife, you are happy in your house. Me, I'm happy in my house. But when you don't reach that 60 years, then I will know what I want to do. That time, if now the spec when I like, sorry, I feel be second wife. I'm saying it now, shall because
I pray God
Don't be
gives you your
surprised.
own.
Amen.
I pray
Amen.
God gives you your own. That
Amen
is
to
a
that.
widower or is a divorcee, but
Amen.
your
People
own that you
shouldn't
don't have
kill
to
people's
share
wife,
with
I beg.
anybody. It's even fun when you don't have to share.
even
with
if I have
anybody.
my own and he brings another one, come make it bring and come.
At
I don't
what
mind.
age? I beg, please. You shouldn't bring another one. Come, let's not prophesy.
I don't mind.
such things.
Even if it doesn't matter because it go even help the house, family. Well, I don't know. I just the cocoa is that happiness. No matter what, the wife or the concubine, just that happiness, understanding. That's only what I need. Just happiness. Me, I don't need any other thing more than happiness. So I don't need any other thing more than happiness. That's
But I
it.
find that nowadays we tend to gratify, like, I just want to be happy. I'll do whatever makes me happy. And at times, I think it's so shallow that we just think about ourselves. We don't think about our neighbors, And I believe it's like a thing now, like, the world of selfies, the world of followers, the world of me, that we forget that it's not about us. It's not like about you, literally. They always say the God in me. It's not about the God in you. We have a God, He's the one that created you, that you should love your neighbors as yourself. You should think about your neighbors, Love God and love your neighbors. We have to change our narratives of just, I just got to make me happy. I just gotta do this for me. I just doing for you. Making others happy should make you happy. You understand? That should be the gratification, not just I don't care what anybody has to say. So far as I'm happy, like that's the illusion that I feel like it's so negative and it's so. I'm sorry, I will have to use the word like demonic. That is being pushed forward right now. That's the narrative that don't care about anybody else. Just think about me. So we need to be very, very mindful from my own space. I have to preach. Sorry. Like we need to be very, very mindful that let's not just think about me. Let's be mindful of our neighbors, our sisters and brothers. How are they feeling? How are they good? I hope whatever it is that I'm saying or I'm doing does not make you feel in any way. If you do, I'm sorry. I'm speaking from myself. But if it makes you, if it offends you, I'm sorry. Like, let's also think about other people's emotions.
Yeah, but in
feelings.
another way, by making yourself happy, you alone cannot make yourself happy. You can only be happy when people around you are happy. So if you, it's a good thing you said, because we are saying, I make myself happy first, and then displeasing others around you. There is no way you can be happy by displeasing people around you. Yeah. So at the same time, when you are making yourself happy, also make sure you put other people around you, make them understand why you are happy, let them accept your happiness. That is, just like you said, true. You can't say because I want to be happy if I sleep with this man so that the wife will be... No, that is not it. That is not really it. But at the same time, you find yourself... Like me, I like to dialogue. Like when I find myself in all this type of thing, the man come, I will always call the wife. I've been, even before my age, I used to do it a lot. Like the guy I was supposed to get married to, I do it a lot. I will speak to the... that's another story because it's my own kind of understanding, right? Yeah. I want everybody around me to be happy. So when such things come, I will say advise people, make sure you carry people along while that happening. Because if you alone is happy and the rest people are not happy, that's not happiness.
Miserable
that's not happiness. That's not happiness.
Miserable
people talking about you, that you cannot be happy now when you are not loved.
You're not welcome.
You're not welcome. No, that's not happiness. Like recently, somebody was asking me, Deborah, recently they're very happy. I say, I am very happy. I am very happy because when you are in the midst of people, you just laugh, eat, joke, laugh. It makes me happy. So at this moment, I am happy. Yes. Because I don't want to be in the house alone, lock myself and be depressed every time thinking, you think I don't have problem? I have problem. But because you are with people laughing, going out at this moment, makes me happy. And I said, yes, since these things make me happy, I will do it for now. Yeah.
I agree.
Makes sense.
You're not saying anything.
No, because I'm listening to her. I'm listening.
So happiness is a sweet thing. Trust me. Even if you don't have money, happiness is a very sweet thing. Yeah. And love can give you happiness. When you love somebody, it can make you happy. In the case where you are not in love is not coming. Like in my case now, there is no love, right? Love of relationship. Yeah. But it's the love of people around me. The love of people. Like recently, I'm missing Emmanuel. Emmanuel traveled. I'm so missing Emmanuel. Like somebody that asked me, say, are you sure you're not dating Emmanuel? I'm so missing that boy.
Because when you're hanging around he has become all the time.
Part of me. Yeah. Emmanuel is one person that will come and knock my house in the morning without even calling me that he's coming to my house. He's not part of me. And if I don't see Emmanuel, I say, you do this idiot. They can't chop. I don't cook. Like that. Sometimes
you don't call me to come and chop.
If you are there for me to call you, I will always call you.
Call me to come and chop.
And not to come and just come and sit down. To come and now shake the place, baga. Those things make me happy.
Let me come and chop.
Even if you come, there are other things you will do too. That will still make me happy. We'll talk, we do everything. Anyway, anything that makes you happy, just keep doing it. It's very important. It's very, very, anything that makes you happy. If going out, going to the beach makes you happy, staying with your kids make you happy, doing something makes you happy, do it.
Don't just be home, oppressed. We know Canada, right? If you don't have people around you, it's very depressing. Especially during winter time.
Yeah, especially during winter.
The statistics, winter time, more people commit suicide.
Somebody just called me the other day, like, Deborah, okay, just from nowhere, what do they do? I said, just lie down for her. Say, stand up. Me will go so place. I say, hey, yeah, some place. I put my clothes. I got there. It was a fun place. I reached there. You know me now. I say, hey, who built this house? So I started making fun. Even the person will not even thank the person that brought me. Say, thank you for bringing that girl. It's a simple life, Just make yourself
let's try
happy.
to make the best out of it.
Yep.
No matter where you find yourself, no matter how, even if it's a church, if it's a community center, anywhere you find yourself
Yeah.
in the midst of people, always try to mingle. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You don't have to open up too much, but just a little
Just
for
mingle,
for you not to be
talk.
bored, for you to get to
Yeah.
know people.
Get to
Because
know
we're not
people.
here on earth to be by ourselves. We're here to
all.
rub each other, and let's try to rub each other positively. If you don't feel you're not gaining, try to teach. Let people gain something
Gain from you.
So let's not criticize like some people, and let's try to be a positive impact in the environment where we find ourselves.
Yep.
All right. Any last word?
Well, going back to the topic, I would not date two men at the same time. I could never do that because, like I've always said in the past, if you listen to our other podcast, even sleeping with a man, I have to really love you to do that. And I think 80% of women have that behavior. Like they have to love you. I have to have feelings for you. So I would never, two at the same time. I love to be happy. I have ways of being happy. Yeah, I have ways of creating happiness. But
And it's not good to be doing two at a time. There's HIV, there's STDs, there's all sorts of sickness and diseases that comes with sleeping with multiple partners.
Even if you do
will
one
give to
self,
one,
you
you
still
take to
get
another
it.
one, you take the one, you give to another one, you'll just be going back and
I
forth.
know.
Let's be careful.
We
Let's
pray
be
not
mindful.
to get it. It's just to be careful because even a married woman that is dedicated to her husband, the husband still brings home.
Yes.
Disease. So
Yeah. So let's really be careful out there, both men and women. Let's not be sleeping around. It's not healthy. It's not good. Like, Sister Debbie said, if you know you want to take a second wife or whatnot, let it be known that, yes, you're taking a second wife and be dedicated to that
All your
two
wives,
people.
yes.
Because people say, oh, just because you have two wives or three wives doesn't mean that men will still cheat if they want to cheat, even with their three wives in their house.
Yeah.
So let's, if you know you want to marry two, marry two. If you know you want to marry three, so far as all of them are okay with it, marry them. But stop cheating. Let the ones that know themselves. Everybody goes for checkup. Everybody stays with themselves, so they're not busy passing diseases and sickness up and down. So definitely, no one else has anything else to add.
yeah, we've said it all. Anybody that wants, it's your decision. If you want to keep two men, or you are capable of loving two men, as a woman, love two men. But I know a man can love 2, 3, 4, 5 women at the same time. Even the Quran said so.
I don't think you can, even if the Quran said so.
no, I think I think what the Quran says is that you have to be
If you-
fair to all of them.
Yeah,
So,
like if you
for
can love, the
example,
Quran basically said if you can love all of them
Yeah.
the same way, then you are free to marry them.
But even
as wives.
if in your heart you don't love them the same way, just do the same thing for them. For example, if you buy this dress, buy for 4 of them.
Yeah.
If you buy this earring, buy for
for
4
all
of
of
them.
them.
Okay, maybe the way you make love to this one will be different from the way you make love to this one because of the love,
the love that will
have
bring
for
out
that
the
one.
emotion.
Chemistry.
Yeah,
Take care of
so
everybody.
Yeah, but you take care of everybody.
like I will
So-
say again, women are different. We are all different. You can be comfortable to love 2 men as a woman. That's up to you. Me, I cannot love 2 men at the same time. Everybody is different. So I wish you luck out there. If you can handle, as a woman, if you can handle 2 men, good luck.
I find a lot of men nowadays need to be more open-minded. They need to communicate with their first spouse. If you know you have faith in your future plans to marry multiple,
Oh,
let
yeah.
that first one know ahead of time.
Exactly.
So that if she wants to be in that
can
relationship,
prepare,
she would.
she will.
If she knows she
Not-
cannot, then she will say no.
Exactly.
But don't come after 10 years of her committed to the relationship. You now say, oh, you want to bring a second wife. It is not fair. Even if the Quran, so it says that, she can choose to
But
stay
these
or
days,
not.
these
She should
days,
try
men,
not
do
to.
men even marry 2 wives?
No, they're busy
No.
just cheating.
Yeah, they're just cheating. A man that this day now, that's this present age. A man, I see a man that has 2 wives as stupid.
Really?
Yeah.
Most of them too, they
Because
won't
we
marry
all know
the
they have
second
their
one.
concubines
They would
outside.
cheat. Yeah, they would cheat, but then they will now say, "Oh, but the Quran lets me if they get caught.
That's why I
Oh, but
like
the
it.
Quran
That's why I
lets
like
me do
Zazu.
it." But then you're
He does
lying.
it right.
Because these days you can't find a man doing 2 wives. It's rare.
And also, they might not. They might want to, because men would always want to get away with everything. But then the women are the ones that are not willing to
Yes,
stay.
you should decide to stay
Yeah,
or not.
not willing to stay
For
in that
example,
marriage.
Yol didn't divorce his first wife. He married, and even Aiwe's husband.
Yeah, Messi ID.
Yeah, Messi Aiwe, he didn't divorce his first wife. He
Well,
married-
that
he
one
said,
is a
"I'm
Muslim. He even said it now. As a
I
Muslim,
have the
you
right
can
to
have-
have more wives." So
Or even as a Muslim, you should have that conversation with your first wife.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
just come and
that's
be
the mistake they
surprising
actually did
and
now.
cheating.
That
Because
is
before you
actually
did
the
that, you
mistake.
cheated.
They did.
Right?
Yeah.
So you can't come to me
Yeah.
as your first wife. You've been cheating on me, then you not come to me and say you found someone you want to marry. Are you mad?
That's the mistake.
I disagree with you guys in the sense that if my daughter came to me now and she was dating a Muslim, the first thing I would tell her, I love the Quran, I love everything they say there, because everything in the Quran is like the Old Testament. But the first thing I would tell her is that, do you know that Muslim men are allowed to marry 4 wives? It's part of their Quran. It's part of their.
It's
Yeah.
still
Part
a
of their
choice. Just because it's
doctrine.
in the Bible doesn't mean that I would do it. It is a choice.
If I'm a Christian woman going to a Muslim man, I should know that it's part of his doctrine. It's part of his
It's not
Quran.
a must. The Quran doesn't say he has to do it. It is a choice. So you have to
Yeah,
tell
it's
me
a
as my
choice.
husband that you have
Yeah, we are
intention
still saying
of.
we are still talking about that because you want to go marry another wife and you're not telling your first wife. That's disrespect.
Yes, now you have to tell her first.
disrespect.
Then maybe both of you now decide to go out, or you now say, "Oh, someone has been you've been looking at somebody." Oh. But now you know, but not that you've been cheating.
No,
Then you now just bring the woman.
even me as a
before you
woman
bring that
that
woman
can-
in, you've been cheating on multiple already.
Even me as a woman that can accept another woman to the house, but you don't just bring a woman to the house like that. I'll
Yeah, now
break
they,
una two
and the
head
thing is, they
together.
don't realize.
But if you tell me
how-
say, I want to bring a second wife, we go sit down and plan am. Now me
We
go
talk.
even dey there that day. Now me go accept the wife in. That's how it should be. Not
Yeah.
just bring a woman to me.
And I believe that is what they meant when they're talking about.
Yeah, that is what they are talking about,
consent
bringing-
with your
yeah,
first wife
consent. Yeah,
before.
that's what they meant.
Not
That's what the
cheat
Bible meant.
first, so
Not-
and then when you now decide, oh, this one I can stay with
after
her, you
this
now
thing,
bring
you
her
can't
home
take
to
her,
my
come still
face.
pepper me in my house. No, it doesn't work that way.
It's not
Anyway,
good.
it's not a perfect thing to do, whether you're a Muslim or a Christian.
Christian,
Because
yes.
recently I saw a video where they were swearing in one of these leaders in Nigeria, and the first
And the first wife came
came
to
in
embarrass.
aggressively and she
Yeah.
pushed. I
You
would
see,
do
that
all
is
that.
that is why that is what we are talking about. Not discussing with your wife,
supposed to-
Yes.
because that one that came to embarrass them is the senior wife.
Yes.
So you are supposed to discuss with the senior wife whether she's the one going or the junior one, because obviously usually it's the junior ones that do go. But if it's the senior one that is more posh,
Then
so the
she'll
senior
go.
one, then agree within yourselves at home, not sneak and take one out.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
I like
That is her
what she-
position.
No,
She came to grab her
I like
position.
what I can
like
do
what
that.
she did. I would
Me,
do
I
it
can do that.
20 times.
Yeah, me, I can do that. Yeah,
Omolomo.
I can do that. Yeah. So, but what we're just saying conclusively is let the men, even if you want to have, we all know you guys are polygamous in nature. At least speak to the first one at home, or the first girlfriend that you have, so girlfriend somewhere else. There's no big deal about it. We all know you guys
all
have
polygamous in
girlfriends. You know, yeah, we all know they are. We cannot stop it. We can. Let's just. By now, we should all accept it. That's
We are all polygamous in nature.
Yeah, we should
can
accept
all
it.
decide to cheat if we choose to cheat.
yeah.
Men and
Can
women.
both men and
yes.
women. Yeah.
So let's speak to your partner if you're ready to mingle outside of your union, and everybody's okay, right?
Like me, if my man starts to misbehave, and I go see another person outside, I'll start telling him beforehand that, now you cause I don't get another person for outside. You know, yeah, I do that.
Communicate. That's the key.
Communicate, yeah.
Communicate. It's all good. Thank you guys so much for joining us on our episode number 8. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. And click that notification bell so that you'll be one of the first to know that we are putting out a content, because you are our special people.
Thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, please. Follow. And the comment section, please comment. And sponsors, watch out for us. Call us. Our contacts are always there. Thank you.
Please, I'm using this opportunity to talk to some men. Please, we would like you on our podcast. Like, there's some things we're saying here and dissecting, but we're speaking from a woman's point of view. I think we want to hear the men talk. Yeah, please, want to hear you guys talk, especially like this topic. Can you love two people at the same time? Can you date your ex, your friend's ex, all those things. I know you guys will be able to talk about it more. So, you know, send us a message and tell us you want to come on, and we will happily bring you on the podcast. Anyway, thank you for today. I didn't even know it was already ending. I was still enjoying and trying to listen to more. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. We
Bye.
love you guys.
Oh, sex. Good, good, good.